Hi, my name is Terry Doherty. I'm the designer of the Glory and Empire series by Lock and Load Publishing. The next entry in the series will be Fuentes de Honoro, which the working title at the moment is Wellington versus Massena. It consists of 3 parts, which is the main battle map, which is what I'm showing right here. And it's 3 22 by 34 maps and 6 counter sheets. 3 of those are marker sheets, 3 of those are unit sheets. And here we have the initial setup on early in the morning on May 3rd. So the second part of the Fuentes de Honoro game is the North Map expansion. And it adds a part of the battle where not too much fighting was done, mostly just some skirmishing, but includes the little star fort of Fort Concepcion, which was a small star fort on the border between Spain and Portugal, which Spain had used as a staging area for besieging the Portuguese fortress of Almeida. We got our beautiful command displays. We'll just be doing single page command displays for Fuentes de Honoro in order to make it easier for setting up all these charts on small game spaces, and then you might only need some of them for some of the smaller scenarios, so that'll make it easier for people with limited space. Plus it fits in the companion book a little bit better. And some of the charts for the various rule sets that we have with the Fuentes de Honoro and the Glory and Empire series. And then one thing new that we're going to do with the Glory and Empire series is we're going to introduce what we call the Marshals Game. And the Marshals Game is a grand tactical scale game that gives some operational context to the overall battle. So the Marshals Game map, as you can see here, encompasses both the North map, which is in the kind of the semi-transparent white area, and the South map, and then add some space around the edges. And it's area-based movement, and the units are basically brigades and division leaders and corps leaders. And so you can telescope between the Marshals Game and the tactical game. So when units move adjacent to the tactical map, they can enter one of the holding boxes here to enter the tactical map. And the Marshals Game turns are about an hour, and so they'll match to 3 tactical game turns. So you'll do a Marshals Game turn, then you'll do 3 tactical game turns, then another Marshals Game turn. And so this will be a way for people to really try kind of their own strategies to fight the Battle of Fuentes de Honoro. They won't be tied to doing what the historical course of action was. The French can converge all their forces on the North map if they wish, or they can try and converge all their forces on the South map and try and defeat the British there, and the British can, of course, respond. Or the British could even take the offensive and try and cause some trouble for the French, where the French aren't expecting it. So we have these force displays, which have the holding boxes for the Fuentes de Honoro units, the tactical game units. And you convert between the 2 tactical game units when you enter and exit the tactical map. So with combat in the Marshals Game, we expect most of the hard fighting to occur on the tactical maps. So on the Marshals Game, it's really only pushing units in and out of areas. So when 2 sides enter the same space, then the side that enters the space is the attacker. And we add up some modifiers and the combat values of the units and roll some dice and see who wins. And the loser takes some morale checks, and for each unit that fails a morale check, they retreat out of the space. So it's just mainly skirmishing on the Marshals Game map until they get to the tactical maps. So we hope that's going to be something new, and we hope people really like it. Thanks.